What a good morning it is, my friends. Good morning. It's Gord, your hurtin' hippie, with us. Porch Pondering, I was about to say, with a strain review. No, I don't have a strain review. I know you guys love them, and they'll keep coming. They will, I promise. We're making some changes at MMJ, and I do plan to be more involved in their new product releases. We'll leave it at that. Today we talk about the shadow of anxiety. I've been reading a lot lately about anxiety, and I came across quite a few people, not just people who have anxiety, but people who psychiatrists, psychologists who write about anxiety, about it being a shadow that follows you around, like your own shadow, but it shouldn't be there. Sometimes the light's bright enough that the shadow isn't there, but it's at the darker times. It's the opposite of shadows. Usually shadows show up when it's really bright, but these shadows show up in the dark times. I don't want to bring this down. This is a good conversation because I'm going through a time in my life so much opposite to last year at this time, with so little problems in my life. Even a big problem like my van dying last weekend was able to be solved because I had a savings, which I haven't had in years and years and years. And I can already see how I can build my savings back up again. I'm not in financial trouble. I'm not by any means rich. We eat mostly hamburger. We barely ever go out. We don't even drive much. We hang close to home and close to each other. It's a busy winter. All 4 of my kids and 6 of my grandkids were born, but have their birthdays between September 1st and December 23rd. All of them, all 10. So it's a tough time of year. They all understand that, and we've never been big on gifts on birthdays and stuff like that, just sharing with each other our love and feelings. I'm getting off the thing, but what I'm saying is this year, oh sure, I have your regular day-to-day stressors that all of us have, bills and what's around the next corner that you don't know about. Yet, the heavy anxiety that was following me because my phone rang every day from 2 or 3 different creditors, because my mailbox was always full of harassing letters saying I owe money, things like that, and ex-wives and lawyers and all that's gone. Yet that anxiety that carried with those things is still hanging behind there. There's a lot more brightness in my life, so I don't feel it as much, but so often, like yesterday, I was driving around I had a huge day trying to register the vehicle, trying to get insurance on it, trying to do all that stuff, and run errands for my daughter, and run errands for my son, and run errands for my ex-wife. So it was a really busy day yesterday. I was under so much stress and anxiety, and then all of a sudden I realized, no, I'm allowing that anxiety from previous things, that shadow, to show up. And the more I realize that my anxiety is not me, it's a reflection of me that's outside of me, that's following me around, causing that trouble, I can then ignore it because it's not me, and it's helping. I don't know if that'll help you. Oh, it's getting cold out here. I don't know if that'll help you, but it's a new way to look at it. It's a way to try to deal with it. I think we all have anxiety. You know, you see people biting their fingernails, so they're dealing with it in that way. A better way to deal with it is to just attack it dead on. You're not following me around, shadow. You're just not. You don't make sense. Question it. Look at your anxiety. And one thing I really want to stress, I did this at the beginning of the year. I looked at my anxiety. I wrote down every single thing that seemed to cause the anxiety, and I put them all into categories, and I figured out I had to end my debt, fix my taxes, get rid of the house that was becoming a money pit, pay off all my bills. And it all looked like, oh, that's way too much to do in even 2 or 3 years, never mind to do this year. It is October. It is done as of beginning of October. All the things I wanted to do this year are done. I did them. We're in good shape. So look at your anxiety. Does it make sense? If it does make sense, then fix the underlying cause. Work on it. No matter how hard it is, it was my scariest year attacking all this, but I got it done. I was able to get through it. Now I have to work hard on getting rid of the shadow of anxiety that seems to keep following. So that's it. Chase your shadows away. Bring out the brightness. Peace and cheers. Love and harmony.